I started. I started it again. It's the same. There it is.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hola. Hey, everyone.
How's
Hi.
it going?
It's Friday.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm wearing a tropical shirt to go with the theme, but I'm freezing, literally.
You don't have to do that. Just go grab the sweater. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
I'm pretty good. Also a little bit cold.
Yes, I'm guessing your temperatures are close to mine.
Here, not to rub it in, but here we are in 80s.
You're
Wow.
totally rubbing it in. Don't.
In 80s. Well, it's this weekend. I think we're going to hit the summer temperatures. I think.
Wow. Oh.
Yes, it's.
Thank you.
Sending you some warmth. All right, guys. So we started this the last week. I was asking everyone what they had for breakfast. So let's continue. What did you have for breakfast, Amber?
What did I have today? Oh, I had oatmeal again. It actually never changes, so I don't know why.
Oh, you always have oatmeal. Hi. You Mar? Let me guess. Cream of wheat.
Well, I sent you a video, so it doesn't really. That's not guessing.
And what did I have? I had a yogurt with some fruit, and I bought local lemon honey. So I had that.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was very nice, but it didn't really have like a lot of lemon. Like it was maybe very subtle lemon flavor, but it's very yellow.
That sounds really
good.
good.
The honey is very yellow. Hi, Debbie.
Oh,
hi, everyone.
I had oatmeal too.
So I'm guessing because there's is a lemon tree and like an orchard.
Yes, I think so. I think that's why they call it lemon. I didn't like register it until later. I thought like there's cool. I don't know what I thought. But anyway, I think that's what's happening. They must have beehive in a lemon orchard or something, and they collect the honey there. So that's why they call it lemon honey.
Oh, very nice.
Well, Mary had a cookie.
I had a sugar cookie. Okay.
Nice. We had cookies this morning. Ooh, avocado toast.
45 degrees. That's still pretty cold.
Oh, look at Olga being very healthy.
Yeah.
I had that for lunch. I love avocado. Yes, I had lunch with.
Oh, yes.
Hi. Yes, you are kind of close.
Cool.
Hello, Lynn. Germany. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Peggy. So today we're doing, Marlene already mentioned it, and you can see she's very beachy. So today we are doing a beach theme. And scrambled eggs, yum.
Nice.
Hello.
Hi, Lynn.
Also, let's not forget, thank you everyone who supported us on Facebook, sending us stars, and also those of you who purchased our templates over at coffee.com. Today we have new templates and things available there. Maybe Amber, you wanna do a plugin for your template since you're not decorating today?
Yeah, sure. So for those of you who don't know, coffee.com is where we put all of our templates. I also have my recipes over there. So I will just grab a link to post in the comments. So yeah, you can see all the coffee shops up on the screen. I'm just gonna do mine now because I'm not decorating today, so I'll just post my link there. And then as you two decorate, I'll post your links so that everybody can go and grab today's templates, which are on sale. I have a template on sale today for $2.50. That'll be on sale through tomorrow. And yeah, so you can go over, visit the coffee shop, get my recipes. And that's what coffee is. It's just a way to support us. We also have the Facebook stars, which are okay, but Facebook takes a big cut of that. So we do prefer the coffee shop if you can do that. And of course, if you can't, buy something, that's totally fine. It really helps us out if you just share the live stream. So that's another way you can support us. So thank you to everybody for watching and supporting us.
Yeah, and just commenting and interacting and just like being part of it.
Yep.
All that.
All right.
So, I'm first.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, so today, even though I'm not feeling very tropical with my body, I know that we have to kind of plan in advance if you want to prepare for.
You seem to be moving quite a lot. It is to keep your body temperature up, so you.
That must be, yes, it's a necessary thing. So today I'm making the cookies that are on the right, but the coffee shop listing is the cookies that are on the left. So you can see there I have the supply list for today's tutorial, and then that little virtual class is 50% off. So it's $4 for 24 hours. So if you want to check that out, that's the same cookie cutters, but airbrushed and slightly different with a beach bag and a hat. And today we're doing a little combo for like, if you're doing maybe a Jack and Jill baby wedding shower, you know, like they do the kind of combo parties now and stuff. So if you want to kind of combine a set, or for whatever event, there's so many different parties, you can kind of include that in. So just to fluff up your set, you can do a heart cutter. And again, if it's like a bridal shower, hearts are nice to incorporate. And this is a monster leaf, and it's really like an easy design, and it just, you know, you can make them small. You don't have to make them so big, and it just kind of fluffs up the bundle if you're making, you know, like a gift set or a platter. And they're, you know, it's good to have simple cookies that come together quickly, so you know, you can kind of maximize your time and profit margin.
Good filler cookies.
Exactly. So let me turn on my hand camera. I forgot that.
Oh, and I see somebody asked how often we do these live streams. We are live every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and Marlene is live every Tuesday as well. So you can watch us Tuesdays and Fridays.
And we will also be doing Instagram.
Yeah, we're going to start doing Instagram on Wednesdays, so you can watch us over there.
And you can watch all the old stuff too. They're all saved, so that's also you know, an option if you guys are interested to catch up. We've done some great projects over the last year.
Yeah.
So here's the bikini top. So she's getting an injection. She's getting a filler. So it's just to switch it up, to give the cookie a little bit more dimension. So this has to dry before you decorate. So it's just a little kind of to make it less, you know, not that there's anything wrong with a less voluptuous, but it's just, you know, the bikinis have the kind of the material there that makes them look almost rounded at the store even. So that's the why of that, in case you're wondering. Yeah. So here's my dry icing. So you don't need this to dry overnight, the little filler part, but you do want it dry enough so that when you add the second bit, that it doesn't all melt together.
Can you tell us, are there templates that go with this particular set today?
I did put a template, but I was thinking if anybody wanted to use that as a paint a cookie, they could, to make like a paint a cookie bikini set. But the thing is, with this particular cutter, it's so like, there's no need for a template if you look at it, really, right? The perimeter is the template.
Yeah.
It's not like when you use a plaque and you kind of have to draw on it. This is really defined, you know? That's it. So now I've got my tipless bag, and I'm just going to create a perimeter on my my cookies because of the fact that it's rounded. It's not a flat thing, so I am putting a dam, which I don't usually do. So a dam, just like you would have a dam.
Can you move a little bit to the right?
Thank you. Here,
to the right? Yes. A little more to the right? I don't know which, I mean, yes. Like, I don't know how you're working, so. Yes.
Like that?
There you go.
Yes, there we go. Excellent.
And I'm breaking up because it's wet on wet. And for those of you that might be beginners, if you break up your wet on wet sections, it just gives you less stress because then you're only trying to heal like one small area as opposed to like the whole cookie.
Yeah.
So starting off with wet on wet designs and they tend to dry quickly. You see now I have 4 small areas. So it's a little bit less stressful if that's something you get like really, you're like, oh no, you know, I have to hurry up.
How big is this cookie? How big is it?
It's not a big one. I don't have my, oh, here's my little centimeter ruler. So this here is 8 centimeters. Not a big cookie.
8 centimeters. Okay.
And it's not particularly sturdy because you can see here the middle, that could snap at any time, right? That's not a cookie that you want to mail to your friend.
Right.
That's not really a good cookie to, for those types of, like, you know, if you want to ship stuff to somebody, you want to pipe a bikini on a square cookie or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know if you guys saw the KitchenAid mixer of the year. The color is honey, I think they called it.
Oh, is it?
So that's why I'm making a yellow bikini today. And in a tribute of the KitchenAid 2021 collection.
Oh, is it? Honey yellow. That's neat.
Honey yellow.
What a coincidence. I was talking about honey. Now you're bringing up the honey color. So
you have to use a somewhat thicker icing when you're doing this kind of bumped out stuff because, right, it's going to fall off if it's the super runny. I'm barely squeezing out any icing, like barely. And then you're just touching the surface to get like a polka dot. And this is probably one of the easiest wet on wet, if you're beginner, designs to do. You really barely touch the surface. It kind of captures that little speck of icing that's on the end of your piping bag. You connect and pull away.
So cute. And this recipe is, it's just a chocolate cookie, right? Because someone was asking if you painted that cookie.
No, this is a chocolate, and I use like really dark chocolate cocoa, so it makes it look even darker. That recipe is in the coffee shop, and the cocoa is listed there too.
Okay, so your recipe is in your coffee shop along with the supply list for today's design.
I didn't put it as a discount thing there, but it's there.
So I'm just going to post the link to your coffee shop now so people can grab that in the comments, and it's also at the bottom of the screen.
And if you see the other version, the other bikini, the other one is like slightly different because bikinis, as we know, they're all different kind of designs. And the other one is like the top and bottom aren't the same color, which is a different look and can be fun too, you know? And again, I'm barely touching the surface, adding my little white dot. You can do any combination.
Sorry, that wasn't it. It was like somebody posted a funny comment.
I was saying it in my head.
Were you?
Yeah.
So, does it?
Honey yellow, honey yellow.
What was it again? When you say 10 times?
If you say honey yellow 10 times.
Oh, June, thank you. That's funny.
And here again, I talk about fragile. This little area, again, not a really great shipping cookie. I don't love that, but if you cut it off, I find that it makes the bottom almost not the right size for the top.
Oh, for the top?
I tried.
But it is such a nice shape, I have to say. I'm jealous that you have it. It's great. It's a nice shape.
Yeah, it's fine, but I don't like, you know, when you ship your cookies and pieces are falling off or you package them, it's annoying. So these little type of little things sticking out can be problematic, not to mention when I was cutting them, the dough kept on getting caught in that. So
yeah, that's true.
You want to
How do you usually go about when the dough gets stuck?
I just dunk the cutter in flour between each cut.
Okay, and that helps?
Oh yeah, you just dunk it in, and it kind of like the butter remnants from the previous cut, kind of like dusting your cake pan, you know, when you're baking. It's basically the same concept. And so now again, I'm just repeating the little polka dot pattern on the bottom. So you can do all random. I like to stagger. So you do a row and you visualize like the same distance. It doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously, this is woman made. I'm gonna say man made. And so a person makes it. It's not going to be like a robot. So it's a slight little. I mean, that's what gives it the homemade touch looking, you know. And there. And then you can just shake it. Ideally, your icing is the same consistency when you're doing wet on wet, or else all your little dots will really stay sticking out of the icing. The other version that I did, or the prototype, you can see it's a slightly different tone. This might be closer to the KitchenAid color. You can go on their site and see it. I'm not trying to make you buy a KitchenAid mixer, but it was pretty.
Yeah, love that color.
So then, once this has had time to dry, I'm using a stiffer icing. And you can make your bikini anyway, but I do like the little ruffle, the look of it on it. So now this is all kind of crusted over, and I'm resting. This is the smaller, oh, there's water in my piping tip. So this is the 102. And it's just a little ruffle I'm doing, and it's resting over the little kind of bust area.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it here. It says that it radiates positivity and what else? And warmth.
That's nice.
So yeah, I do agree. The second one looks more like the KitchenAid. Not to bring that up again.
So at this point here, like this area, you can either do white or you can use that same yellow color. I ran out. That's why I ended up doing the white here. You can see the finished one. I ended up doing white at the top because I ran out of that color. And it's very difficult once you've mixed a color that's not right out of the bottle.
I know.
To read.
Yeah, that's impossible. Really impossible.
But so, I love it with the white straps. That's really cute.
Well, that's it. I mean, this is where you get to channel your inner fashion designer when you're making these kinds of things. You can kind of, and I liked taking a bit of the color from this to do the boy version, the little kind of swim trunks.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So these are fun. This cutter's fun for Father's Day. You could do little boxer shorts or different. I mean, really, this is pandemic attire, right? How many men have been spending their days in their boxer shorts? So now I'm using, let's use a commercial where the guy comes out, he's like, I'm ready for this Zoom call or the get together, like looking at him, and they're actually at the house. I thought that was a
I wonder, is anybody walking around the house in their bikinis though? I mean,
bikini, I don't know, bra maybe.
We are freezing. What's going on?
We're freezing.
It's back for me. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. So now again, with the wet on wet, if it's something that kind of is intimidating to you, so you see I've got half the bathing suit and this one's all one color, and so the wet on wet will only be on the other half. So if you're wanting to dip your toe in the concept, this is kind of a way to do it without it being so.
What is this color? This is not a spray from a bottle color, is it?
Yeah, it is. This is navy blue, the dark blue, but not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks teal.
It looks teal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, did you mix, like, it does look, maybe it's just the camera, you know?
If you look on Instagram, I posted the prototype, and it's not teal at all. You'll see the more true color there. And so you want this to crust over once it's smoothed out so that you maintain the little seam. I like the look of the seam in the middle.
June is asking, do you remember where you got the cutter? I guess for the bikinis and for the.
I put the bikini in the supply list, and then I did find boxers by Anne Clark. This particular one's a 3D. from Etsy, and I didn't. I don't love the fabrication of it, so I didn't list it.
Mm.
You know, but the Anne Clark is steel there. So
Yeah.
and then I just decided to do like a really simple, just like line like that. You can go as crazy with this as you want to go. You could do, I did on Tuesday, wet on wet hibiscus. That could work for like a tropical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're connecting to the other section. And I like to put the yellow from the girl bikini color just to tie the two sets together. And you can see on a chocolate cookie, it really ain't. The colors like
Really
pop.
pop. Yes. Did you use the berry, Coco?
Yes, I did. I did. It's my.
It almost looks black, I have to say. Like
Yeah.
it is that dark that it looks like black cocoa.
Well,
And
you
it
know what I
gives a nice
tried
contrast.
in this recipe? There's chocolate nibs in there. Because
Oh.
I bought them, and then I ate a few, you know, just to taste it. I'm like, what the heck do you do with this? You're basically putting like gravel in your food. But anyway, I put it in.
But how is the? You had bought another chocolate. You had bought. Is it what was it? It was like pink, no, or burgundy or something.
Yes, I didn't do too much with that. It's the ruby chocolate.
Yes. How does that taste? Please tell me.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like disappointing. That's how I would describe it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I was not expecting that, but okay.
No.
Thank you for the honesty.
So right on the seam, I'm dropping the same color as that bikini there. And then just in the blue, I'm doing a kind of like narrower.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have my blue, like a smaller piping tip to switch it out to do a fine line. But you see here, I switched out my piping tip and added a fine line of blue. So if I do it now, it'll be flat. Because, oh, no, I cut it with, could pass if I go.
Yeah. I love it.
And then I've got the same blue, but stiffer. Here, I'm going to switch out my cookie here. The Dance of the Live Stream 15. The same cookie. So this is the same color, but different consistency because I wanted it to look like an elastic here on the waist. And of course it's starting.
Can you move it a little bit towards you? Can you move the cookie towards you? A little bit towards you, back to you. Okay.
Is it not good?
Like towards you? Like you?
Towards me.
Like you? Oh, you're there. Okay, so to the right. To the right. Let's go to the right. Yay! Well, it's hard because I don't know where you are. I mean, I see you, but I don't know where where your setup is. So it's hard to tell you like.
So this is just for another little detail. You could just put the flood, but this gives it a little bit like of texture on the.
I think this is faster than flood, I have to say. No, you don't think it's fast? I think it's faster.
Yeah.
I do think it's actually faster than flood. It's
So
such a nice detail.
To prepare 2 bags and all that, but it's entirely up to you if you want to do it, Here, my line is a bit weird, so I'm just going to press.
What brush is that? It looks so nice. I love that.
Dollar store.
Dollars? Did you say dollar store?
I did.
Love it.
Yeah, I saw it before. It looks neat.
I'm just now dropping in like a bit of a little
string
right here. So it's just, all the little details. And so where's my other bikini so that they match? So you see here, you have the little set. And on this one, I added a little
little bow there at the end.
String.
I love it.
I mean, I'll pull this one in and do it. It's not. Am I good, Han?
Depending which side you're doing.
So again, like I say,
we can see this side, and we will see the other side. If you're gonna do the
no, yeah, it's fine.
Yes, perfect. I think it's
So again, like it's just so small and so fragile over here. I think that if you're going to work in white, the chocolate cookie really helps for such a small detail to even like be worth doing.
I love how dainty they are. You know how much I like these delicate details.
Yeah.
If you're doing like a the destination weddings are so in these days. Like this is a cute little, maybe a little, gift to give if people aren't going, but they're still giving you a present or something and you want to say thank you or different things like that, because not everybody can attend the destination weddings, but often they'll give you a present nonetheless. And so with the monster leaf, they don't really, I don't know what I saw. They didn't really have a flower. The hibiscus is a completely different leaf. But I find that it's like another, if you want to add a little bit of pretty, you can kind of like pair that in.
Yeah, definitely. Did you airbrush the center or no?
I did.
Okay, yeah, I do see that. It does make a difference.
So I have the template and I'm almost done, Han. It's almost your turn.
Oh no, don't worry about me.
So here I
can't believe you're watching the clock.
I am. So this is like, because if you're making, I'm talking weddings, so often you're making a lot if you're doing wedding stuff. So here I've got, there's 12 on this sheet. So what you can do is you do petal by petal so that you can work. Now I'm going to try because it's tough to see which one. This. Okay.
That one. Yep. Is this template in the coffee shop?
Yeah, it's with the class one though.
Okay.
So you can do all that petal, you see? So I'm going to run through.
You're out of.
I'm off. I'm just wanting to show. So now that I've got
great.
Then you can rotate, because it's all about the angle when you're piping, as we know, right?
Yeah.
Am I in now here? So
now you're good.
Now I can run through as I turn. Now I'm going to be at the right angle to run through my whole sheet of this one, you see? And then again.
Okay.
So instead of working on a flower nail, I can just do the whole sheet, petal 1, rotate, petal 2, rotate, petal 3, and be able to crank out like more volume, And this is just wiggling. And so if you're doing it that way, then each petal has a bit of time to crust and it's going to create more of a separation between them.
Yes.
And you want to wait till they're dry if you're going to do the, I'm going to show the non-pareils there. They were sticking everywhere. But basically, it's a pretty simple flower. You're just doing a bunch of wonky lines. And if you want, you can give them a little tap there to flatten it slightly. And I'm using that same yellow. And you can add this part while it's wet. So I'm doing a fat line and then pulling out, letting it taper. And then once that's dry, then you can add another little bit of this icing and glue on the non-pareils. And you can see here the little non-pareils.
What number tip was the petal?
That's a 104.
104, so pretty big.
Yeah, it goes.
Not huge, but.
But you see the little middle there?
So when did you airbrush them? Because the airbrush is not on the yellow. So did you airbrush them before you piped the yellow?
Yeah, I did. But we're short on time. And I can't see
You have this as a class in your coffee shop, right? With the flowers?
The flowers, the flower's not like this. It's more of a basic one. This one here, I had trouble filming it because of the concept of doing the whole, the whole piece. So rotate this whole sheet. It's hard to film it.
Yeah.
I had made these, but on a flower nail, not like this. Yeah, I don't know, like filming it must be, you have to, I guess, maybe film it from above so people can visualize what you're doing. Otherwise, it will be difficult. But you definitely seem to be getting like a lot more, like you don't have to do the flower nail, and then you can just.
Well, it's the shifting, right? Every time the flower nail, you have to move it, stick another, stick another, stick another. This way you can kind of crank them out a little bit, and also putting them away, you can kind of stack them, So that's it. I'm done.
Amazing.
So here's just to show the two versions.
Can you put the flower on your monster leaf or no?
It's I can try to peel one off. I just want to show the version. You see, you can kind of see the bikini top, the green one and the yellow one. they're similar but completely different at the same time, you know? Let me see if I can. Because
the yellow one has like, I don't want to say 40s vibe. No. Is it 40s? No. Like because of the polka dots. I don't know.
Yeah, you see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that looks great together, even though it's not like the right leaf that goes with it. It still looks so beautiful.
Well, it's tropical. I mean, like it doesn't.
Yeah, like you would.
Yeah, that's the point, right? It's just to give it a little bit of a tropical flair. That was what I was thinking. So.
And did you use a template for the master leaf, or was that all like?
Well, I'm just gonna play it, Han. Like I didn't do a template, but it's so like that's the heart, and it's just basically I didn't want to do a template because then it becomes like more complicated. It's really okay if it's not perfect. You know? Like
yeah, absolutely.
It can all be
we had a monster. What is it called? Monster plant.
Leaf. This I don't know.
We had a plant that it was a house plant. It was a monster. It was so big. It took off like it just grew like crazy. It was so big. I had to wipe the leaves.
So do you want to flick your camera on?
All right. Well, you have to do the dance because I can't control anything from the phone.
Where is that? Oh, there it is. There we go.
All right. So let's see. Okay. We are doing. How are we doing?
Oh, Jennifer's saying it's a rubber tree.
Rubber tree.
Oh, this might be not a good light.
That's fine. We can see.
All right. So today we are going to. Let me just show you what I have shared this week. So this week I posted a tutorial on how to make these cherry blossoms.
Oh, I love that.
I have a template in my coffee shop, and I use the blossoms on 2 cookies. So far, I have more cookies prepared. So this one, it's in my Patreon group, a tutorial step by step. And this one I haven't published yet, so stay tuned for this pretty butterfly. And today we're going to make beach cookies like Marlin. So I made these actually last year. I published the one with a sand castle, but the second one with an umbrella, it never got published. So I'm going to show you how to make that one. And we're going to start by icing the cookies. And let me just quickly show you. So I'm using a candy corn cutter. And here I'm just using a marker, dividing it into 3 sections. Let's flip it over because I'm trying to get some perspective in there with an umbrella. And we're going to start by doing all white at the top. I'm using a 15-second consistency here. You can find a recipe for royal icing I like to use, which is fresh lemon royal icing on my blog.
And that's at Hanielas.com.
Haniela.com, yes. And I'm going to airbrush this bit, but I know Marlin always says we can airbrush right after. But because, I mean, would you recommend that when you're doing the clouds?
Well, if you're using a shield, were you using a shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't want to touch the shield in wet icing.
And then, okay, so then I did the bottom with like a sand color. Basically, I used ivory and I added a little bit of brown to it. Sand comes in different shades, so you don't have to like obsess about the color too much. And that's again about 15 seconds or 20, somewhere around there. It can be a little thicker because these are quite small sections. And then I let it dry. And let me show you what I did. I don't have a cloud stencil. Okay, so what you can do, you can take cardstock. Never mind my first grade skills with drawing, and you can draw like a cloud outline, and then just cut it out with scissors. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't have a cloud stencil, you can purchase a stencil, but if you don't have it, this is an easy solution.
This does a good.
And if you don't have an airbrush, you can use a can also. Although I don't know if this would work with a can because you have to be rather precise. when you
I
are
think
airbrushing.
would be tricky.
It would be tricky, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you can't really get a fade, right? It's like full coverage.
Yes.
Like boom, a lot of blue.
All right, so now I'm airbrushing. I'm using sky blue airbrush color. And I always find it like airbrushing clouds, just don't think about it too much. Like I always like think, oh, this should go that, like, don't think about it too much.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just clouds.
That's
right?
so neat. Look how beautiful.
You're not trying, I'm just trying to hit the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little like overspray, and that's what's creating that that look. And then we're going to create water. I'm using, this is like a teal. If you don't have teal food coloring, what I like to do, I use sky blue and I add a touch of green to it, but make sure that you add like a minuscule amount of green. Try not to add too much, because then it will be more green than bluish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do wet on wet waves, which is super simple, with dark royal blue. And because this is wet on wet, make sure that you use the same consistency, because if you're using icing that is too stiff, then you won't be able to manipulate the icing with the scribe tool. Okay, so I'm just using these, making these simple waves, and then we can come in with a scribe and shape it. And after this, we have to let it dry. Okay.
Mm-hmm. June is asking if you can do the clouds with dust. Like, could you brush that on?
I have not tried it. I think it could work to an extent. I don't know, Mar, what do you think? I think it, I mean, you would have to be very...
well, on if you look at
I don't know.
card makers, people who do, you know, there's like, that's a craft, people who make cards, birthday cards, they use like, it's like a stamp pad, you know, the stamp pad, and they use like a makeup brush. Basically, it's like an eyeshadow kind of foam thing, and they rub the edge. So it works
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I think it would work with a dust. You just have to use a brush and kind of rub right at the edge of the cardstock.
Okay, so before I start working on these flip-flops, let me just show you another video of how I made cute little flowers. These are really so small, you'll see later. So tiny, 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 tiny flowers, just 5 dots around, and you can use a yellow center. You can use like a large nonpareil, but I didn't have any on hand, so I ended up using icing that was a bit runnier to my liking. So it's not really puffy, it's kind of like flat looking. But you get the idea of how you can make these.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very small. You'll see in a minute, because I have them right here. I made these ahead of time because these all need to dry. I mean, these take maybe an hour or so to dry because they are so small.
Yeah.
But flip-flops, yeah, I let those dry overnight so we can use them for the project here today. Okay, so these are tiny little daisies, and then we have to let those dry. Okay.
Those
now
would
let's move on.
My bikini.
Mm-hmm.
Those would look so cute on my bikini.
Yes,
Yes,
they would. They
yes.
absolutely would. So this is a template for flip-flops. These are also quite small. In the coffee shop, you have an option of a PDF file and a JPEG. So if you are using JPEG, you can resize it to your liking.
Okay.
Now,
I posted a link to the coffee shop in the comments.
Thank you. And with these, I would recommend that you use like 20-second consistency or 25-second consistency icing. And I wouldn't obsess about exactly following the outline. Like you can then come in with a scribe tool while it's still wet and shape the icing. And then if you want to do some wet on wet, like Marlene did, wet on wet on her bikinis, I'm also doing wet on wet polka dots on here. You can do lines. I'm going to show you quickly in a second how to do leopard print, although these are really tiny, so you have to make super small dots or like shapes.
They're so cute.
And these, again, can be made ahead of time. You can use these, I think even on a cake would be really cool to have these on a cake if you have like a beach cake coming up.
Yeah.
Number of cookies as well. Okay, so I think now we're going to do the leopard. I believe this is the one that I did the leopard print.
They make cute cupcake toppers too. They're a good size for
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. So these are just some random shapes. They're not, there's like triangles, squares, whatever. And now I'm using dark purple.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Okay, so I don't know if the leopard print really works on these because they are so small. You know, you can't really like see it really well, but that's just an option. And of course, I had to do watermelon. So for the watermelon, I'm using pink, green, white, and purple instead of black. And I realized when I did I didn't feel like coloring black, although I do have black, but not flat black that I will be working today with. And so I realized I think I'm gonna do some watermelon cookies using purple for the seeds, because I don't think it doesn't take away from it, and color black.
And it's also nice to not have to mix up another color. So like all of these flip-flops are using the same color palette.
Yes, exactly. Because I was like, oh, I don't feel like, well, what you could do, you could let them dry, and then you could use edible marker as well.
True, yeah.
You could even thank you. You could even and that was my idea, if I have any spare that are a solid color, you could use a marker and you could write on them. Like a message or something. Let me just.
Super cute. I love that.
Okay, so now we have our flip-flops here, and I've got my daisy flowers. You see how small these are?
Yeah.
And they're really small. Oh, am I freezing again?
No, I see. You're fine on my end.
Because I don't see. I'm frozen like on my screen. Anyway, okay. So if you can see, I'll just continue. All right. So that's weird. I am frozen.
Not here. Not in Montreal.
No. You can see. Okay. All right. So I'm going to. What is this part called? But I'm going to do straps. Okay. So I'm gonna do the strap. Now for the watermelon, I don't feel like I need to add. Let me zoom in. Oops. I don't feel like we need to add flour. Okay, let's do this one.
Bye, Amy. See you later.
Oh, today she's getting number 2.
Good luck.
Good luck, Amy. Okay, now let's see if I can get my handy, because these are so small, I'm using my handy tweezers.
Icing surgery.
I know.
I'm frozen again. This is very weird. All right, so you will then continue adding your straps and let these kind of dry, and then we'll peel them off. Okay?
Yeah.
So now we're going to do, here's the cookie. Can you see the cookie? Because I don't know what's happening on the screen. I'm frozen.
To the right?
Are you now joking with me? All right, so this is the template I made.
Move it toward your body a little bit. Okay.
Like this?
And now, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm frozen. I don't see anything. I don't see anything happening on the screen. So what I'm going to do, you can either use a scribe tool to trace the outline of the umbrella hood, or what is this called? Umbrella hood or umbrella what? What's this called?
Parasol?
Yeah, but this
the umbrella. I don't know.
I was looking it up. There's no particular name for it. I looked up like umbrella parts and
I don't know. Sunblock.
Right, so you can use a scribe tool, or I am using this is a gray marker.
Welcome, Kim.
I don't know if you can see the outline, but the beauty of this gray marker is that it's very nice to use, so you don't see lines when you're done icing. So it's a nice disguise.
That's a Rainbow Glass brand.
Yes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide it in half first, and then each half is going to have 3 sections. Okay.
Thanks, June. She's filling in on the time time slot for our live. WW, she's saying, or he's saying canopy.
Oh, canopy. Okay, very well. Thank you. I'm still frozen. I don't see what's happening at all.
Can you move your cookie
towards you?
Well, towards you, but also the opposite. Okay. Yeah.
Like that? Okay. It seems like today we have trouble with positioning. All right, so here is the cookie I finished. This was all done basically wet on wet. So I'm just gonna quickly start on that, and then I'll use the other cookie. All right. So my icing is slightly more fluid than I would have liked. I made it yesterday. So normally I would like 20 seconds. This is more like 15. So that's why I'm not going to let the sections crust. I'm just going to continue with white, red. Okay.
I would love to know where everybody's watching from while we watch Hani decorate. Tell us where you are in the world. I'm in Kingston, New York.
Montreal, Quebec.
I'm in Spain.
Amazing.
Come on, pull out the Spanish for us. Let's go. We want to hear it.
All I know is a bad word.
Why is that the first thing we learn, eh?
I know, right? Oh, South Africa.
I know only one. I think I know only one bad word, and I think it's a really, really bad word. So I don't.
Maybe don't say it now.
I will not say it now because I'm pretty sure I would say it wrong or something. No. I'm not gonna say it. I know hola. I know. What else do I know? I know a few words, but I haven't really gotten into the habit learning it yet. Oh, hasta luego. They say it's funny because it's like in English you have certain words that or phrases I should say phrases that you don't. Oops, I see what you mean now. You can't see anything.
Oh, you're back. You can see your.
Yeah, I can see my screen now.
Good.
I think it says hasta luego. It means like see you later, right? So they don't even say. They say like the last 2 letters or something. Yeah, so I understand that now.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I was like, well, you're not saying it correctly. How am I supposed to?
Spanish guy's not speaking Spanish correctly.
Yeah. So we have to get a beach umbrella. We don't have one.
Oh yeah, you're going to need that, or else, I mean, like today, Ryan's going to school, and I'm telling him he has to wear sunblock, and he's looking at me, like, oh. But I mean, it doesn't take long that you have a sunburn.
What is it? 14 degrees? How hot is it?
Yeah, but even at 14, when you go outside, like if he's outside for an hour, he gets a sunburn on his face.
Yes, I tell it to my husband all the time. He's not listening at all. No, I think you need to wear it all the time because
yeah, you really do. I just started wearing it every day only recently though.
Yeah, only recently. All right, so now I'm frozen again, so I don't know what's happening. Can you see the whole thing?
Yeah, look, we've got.
I think it's probably just my phone. I don't know, like it's charged and everything, but who knows?
Tamana is watching from Bangladesh.
From my memory, if I can remember correctly, the cookies I did last year, they had this little thing here, and then I forgot a few things. Never mind.
Oh, thank you, Fabiola. She's going to teach us.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So I forgot a few things. Never mind. I'm going to go back.
Fabiola is going to have to slow down with her Spanish. It's very fast.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, she's Fabiola is Mexican, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they
can I
do,
just answer here? Stephanie, I have that tutorial in my coffee shop. And the address is like scrolling at the bottom there. If you look, Montreal Confections, that tutorial's there. Look for an Elsa. That's what I use for the example.
Okay, so I messed up a little bit. I forgot to do some of these.
Oh, 45 minutes from Kingston.
Well,
45
after
minutes.
you do a live class,
We're neighbors.
what happens? If we ever get back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
We will. We will. We have to kind of.
Well, did you see there's again, like, I don't know how they filmed this. Now they came out with a commercial, some gum company saying, you know what, we're all coming and everybody's making out. Did you guys see that?
You
No,
have some
what are
strange
you talking
commercials
about?
up there. I've not
What?
seen that.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
What
Like,
are you talking
it's not dumb,
about?
it's not freaky. Anyway, and so they're coming out of the pandemic and they're all making out and they need the Excel gum, right? But I'm like, all these people had to have a COVID test to film this commercial, right? Like imagine
Oh,
the
sure, yeah.
logistics of this makeout session.
Yeah.
Okay, only in Canada, I suppose.
Did you see it, Denise? I'm not crazy, right? It was funny.
Okay, I think everybody now is going to look. What was the brand again?
Extra gum.
Okay, so everybody's going to be looking for that commercial,
Mm-hmm.
including myself. Oh, you're hilarious.
So you're doing a little brush embroidery there
Yes.
for the waves?
Yes. But I have to say I brought this brush up, but I like my other brush better. I think my Filbert brush better.
Well, I'm gonna have to go to the dollar store and look for some brushes now because the one that Mar had.
Yeah, I have.
Nice, huh? It's almost like for the like calligraphy, you know, like.
I don't know, but it's plastic and it's easy to wash, so I like it.
So I'm going to add like more icing on here so we can kind of hide it. And now we're going to create sand. Now with the sand texture, you can either use like cookie dough that you pulverized until it's like powder, or you can actually use icing like I'm using now. I do have the cookie dough, not cookie dough, sand here. See?
Oh,
this is not sand. I mean, this is like a cookie sand. I didn't go to the beach and take the sand, but this is, you can use tea biscuits are really nice because they have already like nice flavor to them.
Mm-hmm.
You could use your sugar cookies as well. Just put them in like a chopper or a food processor. I also like to sift it because sometimes there are like large bits that didn't get processed. So those can be kind of, you know, annoying to have on your cookies if you are doing like sand.
Belinda's asking, I don't know about what you think about brown sugar.
Brown sugar, I have not tried. Have I tried brown sugar? I haven't tried brown sugar. If you don't have anything else, I guess you can use brown sugar, but I don't know. I would kind of think that it would dissolve.
It might.
Me too. What do you think, Amber?
It might dissolve, I think, but it would be interesting to know if anybody has tried that.
Yeah.
I
So
use
sugar. Oh, Sally says. Sally said she's tried it.
She has tried. So what you can do, or what I would do, I would let this section that I covered up the pole crust or dry, and then come again and do the sand texture. Okay. Now we can. I'm going to. Okay, let's do the watermelon because I just love the watermelon so much. See how tiny these are? They're so adorable. Okay. So while this is wet, you can easily add them on. I'm just going to add a few more dots just so it sticks. Okay, let's make sure that we add the right and left.
It's all about the details. You wouldn't want 2 left feet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Cute. I love it.
You could add, I think the umbrellas, do they have black like things on the bottom?
Well,
I think
I think you could add whatever you want. Like now the big thing is, the battery powered lights. So there's like lights.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Things.
Yeah, so you could do that and go for a swim. Oh, I'm frozen again.
Oh no, we can see you. That's very strange. That's happening.
So yeah, you could go for a swim now and leave your flip-flops on the beach. All right, so that's me for today. I don't see anything.
Oh, look, we're right. Look, it's 1 hour, 47 seconds. We're right on time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm frozen for 1 minute, so I have no idea what's going on.
Very good.
Amber is not frozen. I can see Amber. She's moving, but Marlene is frozen.
I'm frozen?
Yes.
But you can still hear her.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you. This is very weird.
Am I frozen?
Always technical issues, huh?
Here, I'm just going to show. I did on Tuesday. It's just funny because they're very similar. These are the cookies I did on Tuesday. So I thought it was just very similar to Hans. Great minds think alike. But that's sanding sugar on mine, just to show you the variation of a different option for sand. Can you see me now? Can you hear me now?
No, I hear you, but I don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
Yes, I don't see anything.
You remember what I look like. Go from memory.
Yes, I am closing my eyes. I imagine. Yes, I think I do.
Jennifer is asking about pricing.
Pricing?
So for pricing, I always refer to Sweet Sugar Bell's pricing chart.
Yes.
You can just Google that and it'll come up. It's
But
she goes into like the different sizes of the cookies and the amount of detail on them. But it was made in 2012, so maybe
I would start $1 an inch, no? At least.
At least.
$1 an inch?
Yeah.
$1 an inch for like basic decorated, and then up it for the more detail.
Jennifer says,
for someone you love very much. For regular people, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and just to say, like, Sweet Sugar Bell's thing is great, but so much has changed with regards to ingredient costs.
Yes. Right.
Really blown up this year, right?
Yes.
Pandemic. So that's an important denominator in your calculations.
Yeah, always. When you make a batch, I mean, you will have to do it probably every time the prices change. Calculate how much does it cost you to make 1 batch of dough, and figure out, like, usually, I don't know, I think in general people make 3-inch cookies, 3 to 4-inch cookies size. Right? I mean, I think that's like a standard size. So figure out how many cookies you can get out, like 3-inch, 4-inch, how many minis you can get out. Then you figure out how much does it cost, how much 1 cookie cost. Then you have to kind of add, 30 or 40% of your, utilities. You're using a mixer, electricity, water, dishwashing liquid to wash your, parchment paper, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. You have to kind of,
Yeah, there's a lot involved in a set of cookies.
Oh, I see myself.
Yay!
You forgot what you look like?
Yes, I did. I was worried, I turned into a flip-flop or something. So you actually can remove me from you can remove the flip-flops if you'd like.
Oh, it's fine because it's 4. So it's fitting right into our little square.
Okay,
you see?
Yeah.
So it's perfect. If not, we'd be off center. So next week, I'm off next week. And so you guys are you and
Amber and I'm going to try to make sure that we don't freeze. I mean,
all right.
We know what's funny. It's cold where you are. It's warm here, and I'm the one freezing. I think if somebody is telling me to kind of zip it with the joke that I'm like at the beach or something.
How's your unpacking going?
Do you see any boxes? No, it's still going. It's still going. It's an ongoing, but it's great. I forgot about things I had, and I don't know why I brought them over. Like,
so Jeremy, I just want to tell you, I blocked you by mistake, and I'm really sorry.
What?
You mean blocked Jeremy by accident? But I think he watches on like 5 different streams, so I think he can still see us.
Okay, I'm not following.
Sorry, Jeremy.
I blocked Jeremy by mistake.
Are you still there, Jeremy? Sorry.
Let's blame it on the freezer. Freezing. Let's blame it on the freezing. It was totally unintentional, I'm sure.
It absolutely was. Sorry, Jeremy. Forgive me. Okay, so next week, you guys.
Yeah, what are we doing? What's the date next week? Is that like maybe graduation theme?
Is there a theme for next week?
We could do graduation, maybe.
Graduation or Father's Day. Father's Day is
probably
really
do like. I should do a campfire. So
well, how about why don't we ask what do you all want to see?
Okay, so should it be what is it that we said? You said the graduation
or Father's Day,
Day, or
camping, summer, Happy Mother's Day.
So let's talk about Mother's Day this weekend. Happy Mother's Day, all the moms out there. I hope you guys get to relax and get spoiled, and that everybody acknowledges all your hard work that you do. And if he doesn't, don't celebrate Father's Day.
Okay.
You did not mean that.
So it looks like it's a equal.
No, I mean seriously.
Graduation.
Yes, happy. Have a great weekend. Hope you get spoiled.
Father's Day.
Summer drink.
Oh, they are posting comments. Yes, I want to see.
I like this idea. Summer drink theme.
Oh, yay! I have actually bought a drink. Yes, that would be cool. I have done that a few years ago.
This is a good one.
Happy Nurses Week.
Yes, thank you all the nurses out there. Is it a Nurse Appreciation Week?
Is that this week or is it next week?
I don't know when it is.
Well, it's a whole year. Let's do it a whole year.
It's every day.
It's every day. So
here's a little Spanish lesson for you.
Okay. No idea.
Happy Mother's Day.
Something is happening on the 10th. Oh, that Madre is mother. Okay.
Mother's Day is not the same all over the world. Well, there, I just learned something. Susan, she's saying March, they have Mother's Day in England.
No, it's an International Women's Day. It's not Mother's Day on March 8th.
Well, if it's this week, we're too late. We're too late if it's this week.
Yeah, but we can still acknowledge.
Yes,
all the nurses out there.
Yes.
I just mean to make a tutorial.
Yes, to make the cookies. Yes. Amber did beautiful cookies a few years ago, right? The nurse.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next week?
Well, we'll have to look through. It looks like there was very equal, like, graduation and Father's Day votes. So maybe, I don't know, we could just pick one for each of us.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's we would each be doing. I haven't done a whole lot of Father's Day stuff, so maybe do you want to do graduation? Or
I don't think I've ever done a graduation theme.
Okay, so you wanna do a graduation?
I'll take on the challenge.
Yes, I do celebrate. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for remembering me. Yes, so I will do Father's Day. Not Father's Day. Yes, I will do Father's Day. Yes.
All right.
Graduation. Awesome.
Very good then.
Okay.
Now you guys can't change your minds.
Okay.
Says who?
Well, you've people are coming Friday expecting a Father's Day and a graduation cookie.
I could not have blocked you. I
It
didn't
was,
block
yeah,
anyone.
somehow Mar blocked.
I can't access my Facebook from here.
Well,
How do you know? Okay, I'm going to look into it when I go on Facebook.
I think it's just for one stream, not forever.
I'm going to go look on my Facebook, but I can't access my Facebook from here. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, you can check out the templates we used in today's live in our coffee shops. They are available at discounted price for 24 hours. So hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
The addresses are scrolling. They're at the bottom.
And they're in the comments if you can.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
scroll
so
and
Father's
find
Day.
them.
All right, so we'll do Father's Day and graduation. Exciting.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for
Thank
Thank you,
joining.
guys.
Where's my
Thanks for your patience. And
Yep.
see you
See you
next
next week.
Friday.
Bye.
Bye.